Gods and goddesses in training, welcome back to the channel. It is Uncle Makara, all relations. It's 2025. Welcome to the new year. Happy New Year to you and to your family and to everybody that you're connected with in your tribe. Wherever it is that you are in the planet, on the world right now, my heart goes out to you from Kolkata, India, out to you wherever you are. I hope you're tapped in. I hope you're wired in and locked in for this new year, because we're going to be breaking down the concept of people pleasing, okay? How to go from being a doormat to a doorway. Welcome back to the channel. If you ever catch yourself bending over backwards for people, if you find yourself trying to fix other people's messes and calling it being nice, let me tell you something. That isn't niceness or kindness. That's people pleasing. And it's basically emotional manipulation in disguise. You're not really helping people. You're regulating their emotions so that you don't feel uncomfortable. That's right, you're playing rescue ranger just to keep your inner chaos quiet. Like if you're trying to calm the storm in yourself by wiping their tears. Spoiler alert, this doesn't really work. So where does this start? Sometimes it starts very deep and early on in childhood. If mother has low emotional intelligence, she will lean on you to be the emotional crutch. And when one parent is absent, you overcompensate, trying to fill that void. As a result, you're here trying to fix everyone because no one ever taught you how to sit with your own discomfort. This is a difficult topic to talk about, really, because we really learned this people-pleasing strategy when we were much younger in order to help ourselves survive, to keep the peace, you know, to make sure that we didn't get ignored or rejected. But here's the thing, you aren't that little child anymore. And you think you're helping others by stepping in and solving their problems for them? No, you're enabling them. You might even be stealing their opportunity to grow and heal at their own pace. You're basically telling them, I don't trust you to handle your own life, so let me do it for you. And guess what? While you're busy playing the savior, you're abandoning yourself. What are your needs? What needs correction within you? Have you ever had time to even sit and think of that? Do you feel this constant worry over others around you? It's time to wake up. This is 2025, and I'm starting this year with this video strongly. This is a bold stand. So you're either the rescuer, you're fixing everyone. Lemonade. You're the victim, feeling unappreciated. Or you're the persecutor, blaming everyone for taking advantage of you. This is the hamster wheel of family dysfunction, and you need to step off of this role. So the next time you feel the urge to please, just pause and ask yourself, am I doing this for them or to avoid my own discomfort? Saying no is not a mean or a rude thing to do. It's self-respect, okay? You're allowed to say no. And it's not your job to rescue or save everybody. Not everybody needs fixing. Let people feel through their own emotions and figure it out themselves. You can help facilitate, you can help nudge them in the right direction. I'm not saying don't guide people. I'm saying don't impose your will on others constantly, especially with people pleasing. You're imposing your will onto somebody else. You're giving unsolicited advice, probably. They didn't ask for your advice. So it's time to start giving yourself the unconditional love and the validation that you've craved for this long. Get it internally. Be self-sufficient, self-sovereign. Use yourself as the superpower. People-pleasing isn't authentic connection. It's a dirty high. Were you taught that love had to be earned? Did you feel safe only when people around you felt happy? If so, you might have learned to manage others' emotions as a way of securing connection with yourself. Let's face it, conflict is uncomfortable, but for people pleasers, it's not just uncomfortable, it's terrifying. By keeping everyone around you happy, you avoid the chaos that makes you feel unsafe. So it's like, if someone's upset, you feel like it's a reflection of your failure. So you go and rush to fix it, even though it may have nothing to do with you. Kindness is a choice. People-pleasing is a compulsion. Kindness respects boundaries. People-pleasing ignores your boundaries and their boundaries. You're taking away somebody's ability to sit with their own discomfort and figure their stuff out. So actually, sometimes when you're trying to help so much, you're enabling someone else to stay stuck in their old patterns and loop. So this comes down to self-awareness and self-regulation. When you feel the urge to fix somebody, you just say, am I doing this for them or to calm myself? Is this truly my duty or my responsibility? Sitting with discomfort is the hardest part, right? But to learn to tolerate the discomfort of someone else's unhappiness without rushing to fix it. Their emotions are not a reflection of your worth. Practice saying no. Not every emotional storm requires your umbrella. So it isn't about being weak or overly nice, it's about survival. It's just a pattern that you develop to navigate your environment and to protect yourself. But in 2025, we're not just here to survive, we are here to thrive. How do we break past these old patterns? Number one, learn to self-soothe instead of looking for external validation. Speak to your inner child with love and reassurance. Build your inner sense of stability and remind yourself that you are loved, capable, and deserving of love. Remind yourself, other people's emotions are not my responsibility. Someone tries to pull you in their emotional chaos, you set soft boundaries with them. Your worth isn't tied to how well you can please others. So make decisions based on what feels right for you, not just what keeps others happy. So celebrate small wins where you honor your own need over others if you're having difficulty with this. But remember, your needs are valued as much as theirs. Emotional support needs to be mutual at times. And healing isn't about moving forward, it's about making peace with the past. It's about looking at your past and feeling okay about your backstory because you've reframed it in your mind enough times for you to understand how it's helpful to you, like a library where you can get references, but it's not that you're tolerating these old flashbacks and these bad memories over and over again, right? But to find a way to flush those negative memories out, if you need help with that, you can always reach out to me. Authenticity isn't a measurable trait because it's felt very deeply. Recognizing when we aren't authentic can create a sense of hollowness inside. And we notice this lack of authenticity without judgment strengthens our authentic self. So 2025 makes for a very pivotal year for humanity's evolution into a kind of superhuman flow state potential, right? Characterized by synchronicity, heart-centered consciousness, as well as increased telepathy. So the veils separating individuals are dissolving, enabling for deeper connections to happen as it shifts towards unity consciousness. Humanity is experiencing a timeline split with individuals who are at different frequencies and trajectories. This divergence emphasizes the importance of spiritual discernment and sovereignty. Okay? So this year presents challenges like mockery of true evolution, where technologies and narratives mimic spiritual growth but are manufactured authenticity. They lack this realness. And there's going to be advancements in healing technologies as well. Now, as a people pleaser, you will realize, and I'm an ex-people pleaser, I'm a people pleaser that's retired, okay? You will realize what you're really doing is you are helping someone else regulate their nervous system, overlooking self-regulation. You're not regulating your own nervous. You see, I could have stopped the video there, but I kept going, right? This is the whole point of it. The whole reasoning behind everything is that there needs to be no reason. You just gotta move. There's momentum behind it, and if I need to say no, I will say no. But to feel this falsity or this sense of a constriction happening from my internal world, not being able to communicate my true nature, my authentic appreciation for life, then there is something immensely wrong in my presentation and in what is going on. I'm fabricating some narrative of myself to try to make up for something, overcompensating or undercompensating. What is it that you are doing? Because maybe this people pleaser dynamic that's come up within you is from someone who has been emotionally mature and neglectful, has passed on their energy towards you, where you feel empty and hollow, where you feel like you need to fix everything, whereas you do not. That is not your responsibility. You need to self-regulate again. Take back the power, take back the authenticity, take back the self-sovereignty, the self-sufficiency, and then you can expand that energy. Now, I'm not saying delay helping others. I'm not saying, stop influencing and spreading your message. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is be very wary about this coming age, because there's going to be telepathy. There's going to be way more synchronicities. There's going to be healing technologies like scalar waves and water-based healing. There's going to be way more things than you realize that are coming. A lot of these are, distractions. Big distractions, like the whole UFO conspiracy, and like how there's aliens coming and alien invasion and false alien invasions and stuff like this. All of that is coming. But we've got to be strong as flow state Jedis, as flow state catalysts in this maze, in this labyrinth that we call life, okay? Life is an acronym. It's a living induced flow emulator. That is life. We are here to experience this thing that we call life through this life force energy, through this emanation of all of our senses, to understand that our senses are actually illusions, and we are really living as illusionists of this simulated existence. So inception is real. This is a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. But if you understand that you are the dream weaver, then the ball's in your court. You're a multi-dimensional being now, being able to access these multiple timelines, these multiple realms, maybe even bring in some past lives into this life through the awareness, through the understanding that you can hop into a parallel dimension of you and extract the wisdom from that dimension to this one. And yet you're still journeying about, I am abundant, I am pure, I am light, not knowing that your brain has an actual mechanism of asking questions, and then you use askformations to enhance that power. There's so much technology out there, but maybe you're not using it in the right way, because it's the consciousness using the technology that's ultimately going to matter at the end of the day, right? You can get swallowed up and broken into in this transhumanist agenda. You can get completely flung into the rabbit holes of spirituality, right? And I was speaking to someone about this. How do you stop getting wrapped up in all these conspiracy theories when you're in the spiritual path? Because there's so much noise and so much distractions pulling us away from our mission, our dharma, our path. And so how do you not get obsessed over this stuff? Listen, when you're going overboard with conspiracies and so forth, when it's taking away from your own spiritual theme, your mission, and it feels like it's a side quest rather than the main storyline. That's when you know it's too much. That's when you know you're going way too far. You can learn about the elites, and you can learn about all of these, Bermuda Triangle and all these conspiracies, and get yourself mind boggled and wrapped up in all of these facts. But is that adding as a spiritual ingredient to your life, or is it creating more spiritual attachment? Because now you have the karmic repercussions of all the media that you've ever consumed. But you don't have to buy into that storyline anymore. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the keys to unravel this whole thing and make you realize that, listen, I actually do have a choice. I do have a freedom to change this thing around, actually. So today's day one of the new year. Are you going to be a spectator? Or this year, are you going to actually play the game? Because here we are, becoming the simulators of this experience that we call life by commanding our own consciousness again. Too many years it's been flung away, it's been programmed for us, and now we are the programmers. We are the ones taking back our own potential again, our own power again. Maybe some of you realize this too late. Okay? You're like, maybe I should have done this in my youth, like you, Soom. It's okay wherever you're at, whatever stage you're at. I want you to wake up to this and understand this, just like we all do. So welcome home, brother or sister. Welcome home. You're here for a reason. Click the Telegram group, join the tribe. Okay, let's get talking. We're thinking about starting maybe a Discord server or something like that too. Okay, let me know if you'd be interested in that. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. Let's go, let's go. We're all gonna make it.